Hello, family and friends of First Presbyterian. Welcome to this week's devotional leading to Sunday's worship. But first, I want to say thank you. Thank you to the people who have stopped by, who have phoned, who have emailed. Some have taken me to a meal. I've been meeting with several people just in regular meetings. Your welcoming means so much to me. I like to tell my friends it feels like a reunion as I come back to this church. I'm also looking forward to going to church camp at Camp Greer. It's been quite a few years since Sharon and I have been there, so we're looking forward to being there on Friday and Saturday. I'll be coming back to the church to preach on Sunday. But let's look ahead to this Sunday. This Sunday, we're going to hear the story of Jesus walking on water and Peter trying to walk on water. You know, Peter is such a great disciple to me, not because he was so perfect or so bold, but because he was so human. Peter is so eager and yet has so much to learn. Words that come to mind when I think of Peter are impetuous, overconfident. He loves Jesus. He has great intentions. He wants to please Jesus. And yet at the same time has some very hard lessons to learn, so much to learn. Sounds pretty familiar to me. This Sunday, Peter looks eager to please Jesus with an act of bold faith. He sees Jesus walking on water and he says, "Let me walk on water." And then when the wind blows, he starts sinking. I think of two other stories about Peter that feel the same to me. One is Jesus asks Peter, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter says boldly, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." It's an affirmation of faith. And then Jesus tells him that the Messiah is going to have to suffer. The Messiah is going to go through a lot of trials. He'll be dead. And Peter says, "Well, I'm not so sure about that. I don't want any part of that. I didn't sign up to follow a suffering Messiah." So Jesus has to set Peter straight, helping him to learn a different understanding of Jesus and his work of suffering love. Then I bet you remember the story that took place right before Jesus died on the cross in those final days. You remember when Peter boldly tells Jesus he will follow him everywhere. He'll never deny him. And Jesus knows Peter better than Peter knows himself. And he tells him, "Listen, Peter, you're going to deny me 3 times before the cock crows." And that's exactly what Peter did. Peter cries and he realizes what he's done. Such guilt for his failure to follow and to live up to his word. He's in grief. And then after the resurrection, Jesus comes to Peter once again. He reaches out to him to restore him. He recommissions him. Jesus never gives up on Peter. I love that about Jesus, and I love Peter as well. Because who of us can't relate? We all want to be a person of bold faith, and yet how often have we failed? And I love that Jesus never gives up on him. It's why I love something I heard years ago. The person said if the church was founded on Peter, it was founded on a second chance. I might say if the church was founded on Peter, it was founded on second, third, and many more chances. So come join us this Sunday if you're able to hear this great story about Peter and Jesus, about walking on water, as Peter faces fears and learns new lessons about faith. I look forward to seeing you Sunday, online or in person. Thank you for joining me.